since the match,
Yeah.
and then trying to get back.
Yeah.
Just what's it been like for you? Just knowing that the Olympics are over, your car crash, and now you're just getting back into
Yeah.
back into life back home.
It's great. Still trying to feel a little grounded, but it's been awesome being back. I've missed the girls so much, and just being back in the routine of it all has been awesome. And I think filled with just immense gratitude. I think that the journey to silver was not easy for us. As you can tell, the last couple of years we hadn't won much, but I think we showed up at the right time, and just really proud of our group. So immense gratitude for a great experience, and just all around excited for the season to come.
John said last week when we talked to him, you hadn't brought the medal in. Have you brought the medal in?
No, I haven't. Yeah, no, I mean, it's cool, but I'm always just like, I don't know, I never wanted to make a scene kind of thing. I don't know, it's probably weird, but yeah, I just have kept it at home. Actually, yeah, I should probably secure it more than it probably is, but yeah, exactly. It's here.
Do you think you'll ever play for the national team again?
That's probably a no. Yeah, but I also thought the last time, I'm not. The answer is probably no, but I also know that the last time I said no and life changed, but I really don't think that I will be coming back to the national team.
When you were riding to the Olympic match last time, you said you were emotional. What were you like before the gold medal match this time?
I think immense pride. I think seeing the years that I've been on the national team, kind of how the team is kind of transformed, and just watching Karch and the leadership, and how it's such a player-led culture. Like, the players have such a voice, and it's a really fun environment to be a part of, even in the struggles. It's really cool to see just the success that we've had through USA Volleyball. And I mean, you think about Italy, right? Like, that was the first time they've medaled ever, and was it 14 chances, and so, and to think that we've medaled in the last 5, like, it's a huge thing. And I think that just shows, like, we're doing something right in the US. And I think it'll be interesting to see now with the pro leagues, like, how does that change the trajectory of our national team. As far as the rich history of high competitive volleyball overseas, it's been ingrained, and we're kind of navigating a space over here now where we're starting something new, even though we have really good players. Like, how is that going to affect generations to come, and can we create a rich history here as well?
Some of the players were saying you helped calm John down in practice. I mean, how much of that do you actually do, and did you do that at all on Saturday?
Yeah, I don't know what it's like when I'm not here, so it's hard to know what that actually looks like. But yeah, the girls have said that. I just think that I've been in a lot of situations where, I don't know, I love this term, calm breeds calm, right? Like, if I'm calm, he's calm, especially in high stress situations. If you're panicked, then things start to go haywire. So I just think having a calm approach in general, and a calm sense of being tends to have more of a positive effect on those around you. So I just try to remain consistent as possible. And I don't know what John's like when I'm not around, so I would be curious to see if that's actually true.
Coach Hook said that you're kind of the captain for the captains, Lexi and Meritt.
Mm-hmm.
Just how has that journey been, inspiring them and just working alongside to see them lead the team as well?
Yeah, I think what makes Nebraska Volleyball so special is that there's an added weight that comes with representing this program, and I think also, as you are a captain, there's another layer of weight that comes with that. And I think it's kind of how you hold yourself in and out of the court. It's how you present yourself to your teammates, but also that's true and authentic to you. And I think it's important for me to, like, have them find their own voice. I think maybe Meritt is more of a louder voice on the court, where Lexi is kind of a calm presence, but I think they can lead in their own way, and being able to really empower them and what that looks like individually. But I think they can also expand and learn other ways of leadership, but kind of to where their parameters are. So I think just really keep having conversations with them and making sure that they're grounded, because they also feel the weight of that, and trying to be a good teammate as well. So also helping them realize that it's okay to have a bad day themselves too, and to also ask for help from teammates, and that actually that's a layer of vulnerability that adds even more depth to our team.
Did you go to the closing ceremony?
I didn't. We got back from the game and it was so stinking hot outside, and Polo had given us like a full, like, it's like a race jacket. It was like, and a full white pants, and I was like, I am not about to stand in these heat. And so some of us actually went to the Team USA house and watched the whole closing ceremonies with our family and friends, and then yeah, it was, for me, it was a better choice. Standing on my feet in the heat was not exactly where I wanted to be. So, but some of the girls went and had a great time.
Hey Jordan, Harper said that she's mostly learned from you how to bounce back after mistakes. How have you tried to serve in that role for her? For the team?
Yeah, I think it's just, again, acknowledging that mistakes happen. The game is volleyball is a game of mistakes, and it's like, how do you respond? And it's, every failure you have a chance to learn, and sometimes the road to success isn't linear, right? Like there's a lot of ups and downs. It's just, can you make the downs not as far? So, and just, it's continuing to show up consistently, and yeah, I think she's doing a great job. Seems like she's coming into practice eager to learn and happy to be here, so that's been really encouraging, and I just am really stoked for our group. It's exciting to come to work every day, and yeah, it's really been fun to get to know them, just obviously as people, and then just seeing excel as volleyball players.
What have you?
Passing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, John mentioned passing as a big focus going into the year, obviously going back to the national championship game and what there. That's obviously an area of expertise for you.
Yeah.
What did you see from that team last year, and what are going to be the keys to pushing that forward this season?
Yeah, I mean, passing is one of the harder mental skills, if there's, a skill that's harder in volleyball, but I think it's just being open and clear with communication, and it's a very much of a relationship thing, and so continue to work through that, and I think we had a great passing team last year, and I thought Texas just served really well. So sometimes you have to give credit to the other team, but in general, we're going to keep working on our relationships, and it always comes back to fundamentals. And I think we have a great fundamentally sound team, which excites me, and just really, really excited to continue to work through it. I mean, I think we have all the right parts.
What was it like playing those venues, but also knowing what the Vandy's like here? Was it kind of the same kind of atmosphere? What was it like for you?
Yeah, no, Paris did a fantastic job of hosting first and foremost, and the gym was really cool. It's actually in a convention center, so they actually made the stadium like by hand. It wasn't just a normal stadium. But it was really cool, really loud. Obviously, when we played France in France was amazing, right? I think the one thing that I wish, I guess, in America is that we would sing our national anthem with like immense pride, I think people say it, like sing to themselves, but when you're in Europe, it's like, when you're standing in France, like you just hear them belt it out, and it's like the biggest chill moment ever. So I'm hoping one day that we can kind of belt it and sing with immense pride, but it's a really cool environment to be a part of that.
I know right now your focus is this team, but with the future, the pro team in Omaha, and growing the sport for young players, how important is that going to be important to you in future years? Yeah,
I'm really excited. I think there's a lot of momentum and a lot of exciting things. Love sent a lot of us to New York on a media tour, and just it's cool to see like where volleyball is going and the attention that it's getting. And I think there's no better place than being here and being in Omaha. And yeah, I'm just. And a lot of former players are coming back, right? Lauren Stiverins, Maddie Kubik, right? Like it's going to be a lot of familiar faces for the Husker Nation to be able to go watch as well.
What have your impressions?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
What have your impressions been of this outside hitter group so far?
Yeah, it's been great. Yeah, I think again really eager to learn and come to work every day, and we have a lot of depth, which is a good problem. But also, it's hard. People are going to have to embrace roles or, just get used to maybe a norm they're not used to. But I think everybody's needed on this team, and to win a national championship, you need everyone. So I think they're going to embrace that as well.
Coach Cook said that there might be some nerves on Saturday for the players. He also mentioned that your first red-white scrimmage might have been the most nervous you've ever been. Do you agree with that? And what kind of advice have you shared with the players?
I don't know how he remembers that. I don't remember that, but I'm sure it was. Yeah, but yeah, it's I think for me as a player, what I tried to do as I got older was that every practice was a chance to make a game like, right? If I'm approaching practice like how I approach a game, then it should show up on the same day, and trusting that you actually put in the work for it to show up. And so I think encouraging them that we think it has to look different, you know, we think that, oh my gosh, the lights are on and all of a sudden I have to be bigger than I am, and actually I just have to continue to do the same thing I do every day. And I think getting there, it's more of a mindset than anything of tactical, technical, all those things. So getting them to buy into that process is huge. And then he's a big proponent of breath work, you know, like before a serve, like routine. And routine goes on and off the court as well. How you do one thing, are you making your bed, are you waking up eating breakfast, fueling, all those things lead into long-term success as well.
What do you remember about that day and the nerves that went with it?
Yeah, for sure. I was for sure amped, I'm sure, and just stoked to be, being in front of a home crowd, you know. Nothing beats 45 minutes from home and being able to play in front of your family and friends. And the fact that now it's sold out, like, I don't know if has that ever happened? Has it maybe sold out? Yeah. Probably. I shouldn't. That's a dumb question, but it's cool that we get to play in front of a sold out crowd as well.
You mentioned it's kind of been a whirlwind. I mean, do you plan to take some time, reflect on your national career? I mean, 4 medals is the most by any volleyball player in any Olympics. I mean, do you plan to take a break at some point?
Yeah. I think in December after the Final Four I will. You know, but I think this last round was more, this last 2 years has been a journey of just pure reflection, and just really truly, as much as I have my whole career of trying to be where my feet are, it really was a journey of healing and reflection of the years that have come. And this was more of a celebration for me, of just kind of like a celebration tour, you could say, of just like I'm soaking in the essence of what work has been done, and now I just gonna enjoy the ride. And I joke with Sue all the time, Sue Enquist, you know, she talks about living on house money, and for me it was really like a house money tour. Like, I felt so at peace, and I continue to feel at peace, which I think, to me, that's a sign that I've done everything that I could in my power to be the best I could be, and I can walk away with my head held high, and that there's nothing left on the table. So, which I'm really grateful for, which leads me into my next chapter.
You use your experience from this past cycle where, I mean, you played a different role than you had Olympics past. I mean, like, to what this team has loaded with people who used to be the stars in their team, prep team, whatever. Do you try to relate that experience to them?
Yeah, totally. And I think that's what makes being a part of a team so cool. And I think while my role has changed, I think my role, or even if we call it game changer, like even if you're a game changer and coming in and serving a few balls, like those are just as crucial as someone that's out there the whole time. And also how to show up and be a good teammate and being consistent every day, like those things matter, and those things equal wins just as much as showing up every day and scoring all the points. You know, it's just as powerful. And if you have someone that's negative Nancy, or, you know, just doesn't want to be there, like that doesn't help the team grow as a whole. So if I was a captain and preaching those things, like, I'm gonna show up and do those things because that's what matters.
Were you watching Nebraska practice video during the Olympics?
Yes, once they started, I made sure to send a message first day one of practice, and then I did watch a few things, but I also don't want to. It is hard when I'm far, but I also don't want to. Jalen and Kelly do such a great job of just great feedback and great eye of the game, and you know, intermittent feedback is not as great as being consistent with it. So I just wanted to make sure when I was back that I was hearing consistent with them. So.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thanks.
Jordan.